Have you heard of Ozarka? Established in 1905, they're ranked as one of the 10 largest bottled water companies in the world. And this blue line here shows their level of online interest over the last year. Now check out this red line, tripling that level of interest. It's not Nestle, it's not Aquafina, it's not anyone else on this top 10 list. Stick around to find out who it is as we explore branding as a surefire way to compete in a crowded market. So, who is this mystery water company setting the internet on fire? It's Liquid Death, everyone's favorite masterclass in brand design. But before I move on from Ozarka, let's compare. They deliver pure quality spring water in a standard plastic bottle with the label showing off a waterfall that speaks to the water's purity. Yeah, you've heard all this before. Now compare that to Liquid Death. It murders your thirst with a tall can featuring some gothic lettering and this tripped out skull. Yeah, not your average water brand. That's because Liquid Death isn't trying to be your average water brand. In fact, that's the last thing they're trying to be. Now, the branding isn't just cool to look at, it's incredibly strategic. In an interview with CNBC, when talking about the brand's only chance at survival, founder and CEO Mike Cesario said this: "If someone sees this on a shelf, am I willing to bet they have to pick it up because it's so weird or interesting? And then they're probably going to take out their phone and take a photo of it, then post it on social media to their hundreds of followers." Well, that's exactly what happened. And after decades and decades of brands playing it safe, hitting all the same notes, the only way to break into a market as crowded as bottled water was to come up with the ultimate Zay. And it worked. This got me thinking, what other innovations have happened in bottled water? Well, in 2001, Voss broke out onto the scene with their glass cylinders, pivoting away from the standard plastic bottle that we all know and hate. While this is far less radical than Liquid Death, Voss too was able to break into the market and go toe-to-toe with the big guys, thanks to innovative branding. Now, it's reductive to say that these two companies found success simply by being different. Both innovations addressed a change in consumer culture that hadn't been acknowledged. Liquid Death is capitalizing on the growing number of people who want to be social without drinking alcohol, while Voss answered the call for sustainability, replacing cheap single-use plastic bottles with a fancy glass bottle people could reuse endlessly. How you differentiate your brand should be driven by the consumer. To start, ask yourself, what do my consumers hate about the products and services available in my industry? Let's get away from water for a second and talk about one of the biggest names right now in marketing, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, that Ryan Reynolds. The fact that you don't think of him as a marketer is exactly what makes him so good at marketing. He's a master of the anti-ad, one that takes shots at everything consumers hate about advertising. This puts the consumer and the brand on the same side, together opposing all the other companies still trying to trick you with conventional approaches to advertising. From a branding perspective, everything that Reynolds has done, from Deadpool to aviation gin, has been a breath of fresh air. And at Superside, we aim to do the same for ourselves and for our customers. Our ads feel more like TikToks than B2B marketing assets, while our spacey brand visuals communicate imagination and creativity above all else. If anything feels generic or redone, just know where it started. And really, that's the problem. The majority of today's teams aren't built to create new trends or ideas. They don't have the time or resources to innovate and respond to changes in consumer culture. The best they can do is blend in by playing follow the leader. But that's where Superside comes in. By taking care of your routine digital ads, social graphics, and other creative work, we'll give your team something it hasn't had in years. Time to think, time to strategize on ways to truly separate your brand from all the others. And if creative thinking isn't really your thing, we can help there too. Find out more at superside.com, and for more content like this, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.